We're going live with Becky. Go ahead and introduce yourself to the people out there.
Hi, this is Becky Dean. I'm from Ohio here.
Welcome, Becky.
And what you going to be talking to us about today? You got something.
Yes, I'm going to be talking about an ongoing case that's been happening since May of '09. And I'm supposed to be in court on June 1st, Wednesday, in Minnesota for. What it is, it was an... Hi, this you want me to go ahead and just start in?
Yeah, just
Yep.
let it
But if you
fly.
need a place to stay, you can come to my place, Becky.
Okay, sounds good. I'm a buyer and a seller on eBay, and I bought a horse training DVD, 3-pack set for $35. When I received it, one of the DVDs was warped out of the set. Since I had opened it, she refused to return it. So I gave her a negative feedback, and I opened up a case with eBay and PayPal. That case, I won through eBay and PayPal, siding with me, and the transaction was closed. She ordered me, then sent me an email demanding me to change my negative feedback, stating it was losing her business, which is against PayPal and eBay's rules. A seller cannot demand a buyer to change their feedback. I critiqued my feedback, but I would not change it from a negative to a positive. Because of this, she took me to court in Minnesota, and I'm in Ohio. And she's claiming that I lost her business because of my negative words that I left. So
I don't understand this. Aren't you allowed to say negative things if that's how you feel?
yes, you are, and that's why I won through PayPal and eBay. Case was closed with them. Absolutely no question. I had every right to leave a negative feedback. But then she went on to say said it was slander of her name and that it made her lose her business. So she took me to civil court in the 4th District Court in Minnesota. And this, again, is back in '09. Okay, so I have paperwork where I've had to answer financial questions. I did interrogations for her, pages after pages of paperwork defending myself, sending in factual proof from PayPal and eBay that this caused her no loss of business. Nothing should become of this. Okay, so move on up to 2012. I filed for bankruptcy, so they close out this case basically and put it on hold in the Minnesota courts because I filed for bankruptcy. And I forgot about it, and I've never gotten the paperwork since 2012, not one piece of paperwork. In January, well, it was February 2nd of this year, I received a piece of paper stating that I owe her over $5,000. That back in 2013, they sent me paperwork stating that there was a trial February of 2013 and I didn't show up, so the judgment went to her and I now owe her $5,000. So she sent a disclosure information from my finances again in an attempt to collect money. And I was advised through my attorneys to not fill that out, to see if I got put into contempt of court by not responding first, to see if she would just let it go, because everyone that has seen this, it's a ridiculous case. Well, she's out for vengeance, and 3 Mondays ago, the sheriffs came to my door with a subpoena stating I have to be in Minnesota on June 1st or I'll be in contempt of court. Now, the problem is they're saying the case is closed. The judgment has already been made against me, and I cannot, the only way I can do anything is to pay $6,000 to $7,000 to reopen my case, to defend myself, to let them know I received no paperwork, I knew of no hearing, and I didn't know a judgment was against me.
The judge had no jurisdiction over you, for one. Number two, you had no idea about the case. Number three, what the hell?
Tony, you hit it right on the spot right there. I did not realize, and this is where I messed up. And from what I'm understanding, I may have messed up, but I found out that she had no jurisdiction over me. You're exactly right. But someone told me since I responded to her, that made it where she did have jurisdiction over me for Minnesota. Is that true?
I don't know. That's why I want you here tomorrow and Wednesday on the live call here. Because you get to ask Ed and Dave about this tomorrow. They're going to give you some good answers. And then Wednesday, we're going to be able to ask the judges about it.
I did send in a form stating that I can't travel to Minnesota, and I will have to do this trial via phone conference on Wednesday.
And I'd actually like to cover that if you do that. I'll give
Okay.
you a special number to call in, and it'll be live.
Okay. I'm more than happy to do that because this is downright ridiculous. This is a $35 DVD set that was broke upon arrival. It was warped. You cannot tell it was warped until you opened it up. And then she refuses to return it because it's warped, and then I get charged, and it's 4% interest, so fees are accumulating on it. And I just find out this in February that I have $5,000 put against me, and now she's threatening to put a lien on my home.
Wow. Really? Over $35?
Yes.
Let's get your court of this. I'm going to find this woman.
We're not allowed to say on air at the moment.
Okay.
We won't want to say, but if you ever well,
I'll talk to you later privately.
Yeah, when we go off air, we can reminisce. It's not a problem with me.
Yes, there we go. There we go. Let's say the sheriff that even brought the subpoena could not. He laughed. Every attorney I've spoke to have laughed. They can't believe. They said it should never have gone this far. But the problem now is that the case is closed out. They've given her judgment, and I didn't even know about it for 3 years. They gave her judgment in 2013, and now I guess she's trying to collect. And I didn't know there was a judgment in 2013. I just found out. And now I'm supposed to go to court over this on the 1st because I didn't want to give her my bank account information and all my financial information.
Wow. Judge, you said if you're watching, please try to contact us. I don't know about giving the email address right now since my regular email address is in jail. So try to contact us on Facebook. At some way you can either contact me on Thomas Young's. Becky, you have a Facebook, right?
Yes, Becky McCloskey Dean.
You can add her and talk to her directly, or you can add Corrine here. Corrine, what's your Facebook?
What's my Facebook? Corrine Walker.
And my Twitter, if you use Twitter, is T0ST3D. So you can find me on Twitter. If you can find a way to contact us before Wednesday, that'd be much appreciated, please. We want to try to figure this out, and yeah, that's all I gotta say about that. Somebody take the floor.
Toasted, you know, I just want to say that this eBay user has been a member since June 29th of 1998.
Wow.
And when I bought the DVD, she had a good rating of 99.7%. And after 12 months, that negative feedback is completely disappeared anyway. And as of today, she's at 99.4% feedback. So she's actually dropped in feedback since I purchased this, but still going strong. But yet she's got a case out on me saying I've ruined her business.
I can't wait
I'm
to
kind
do
of at a loss at help for this.
I can't wait to do a follow-up on this at some point.
Most definitely. I cannot. I'm not going to say the name, but I will say. There's a username out there by the name of Scooter that you don't ever want to buy off of.
Okay. You know, eBay sellers can change their name and accounts, right?
Yes, they can, and it's my right to have my own opinion based on what's happened to me.
You ever got scammed for a picture before?
No.
I know somebody who has. It used to be called Wholesale List. Yeah, they sent me a picture.
Crazy. Crazy. Well, she is sold.
One day after a Judge Judy case, everybody got a refund.
Are you serious?
Yeah. It was funny.
Well, the way I look at it is I also have freedom of speech. I have firsthand knowledge. I have firsthand experience. I feel like I have been totally harassed. And this has gone on. This went on before I was married.
Oh, and remember, yeah, the jurisdiction thing, it doesn't stick.
Oh, and also, she tried to play the cool one of trying to get my husband's financial information. Isn't it true that if the incident happened before our marriage, his is not, I've been told his income, he can't be held liable for me.
That's correct.
I believe that's true. And Minnesota is not a community property state, so he is not held liable for your debt. Just so you know. I don't care what they say, because, you know, of course I live here. Minnesota is not a community property state, so it is not automatic that what's yours is his and what's his is yours. In Minnesota.
I've been told too, and I hope that's the case because I'm on permanent disability.
They can't even collect off of that.
Correct. And what is she going to do? If I fill out this, so what I'm thinking, here's my thinking, fill out this form, give her my financial information. What am I giving her? I'm giving her one bank account that only my disability check's going in there. That's all I got in my name. That's all my income.
You know what you could do? You could call up the bank and say, I want to change that account number and change it with Social Security. All in the same day. I know that's a 2-hour wait on hold. I've been there. I've been there.
Thank you. I'm writing that down right now. It's just utterly ridiculous that it's went on this long, and this lady is saying that she has attorneys helping her in filing for attorney fees, but she admitted to me on the phone that it was her son. So that's where all the high charges come. The judge awarded her a certain amount, and the rest of it is all attorney fees and filing.
It's sick what people can do behind your back.
And now on the top of her page, she's got a warning that anyone that leaves her a negative feedback, she will take to court in Minnesota.
How the hell is she getting away with that? I can't wait to expose her for who she really is. She can't take us to court.
I'm telling you, Becky, come on up. I'll go to court with you.
And see, that's my problem.
The hell kind of crap.
That's why I have disability, and I will just come right out and say it now. I have severe agoraphobia. I don't leave. I haven't left. Just this year, I'm starting to leave my house a little bit, but this is the 6th year. I've only been into Walmart once and Kroger's once in the last 6 years because of PTSD, something major that happened in my life that I'd care not to discuss. So I can't even travel there, so I had to get a doctor's order to try to do this thing June 1st via phone conversation because I can't even go into that place. I can't even go to the store in my own town. How am I going to go to Minnesota? So I kind
of understand because I have a minor. I have minor agoraphobia, so I kind of understand. I don't have it as severe as you, but I do have it. I can't go to the Mall of America and stuff like that. You know.
Yeah. Well, I had several different things from my husband, my ex-husband ODing and dying to physical and mental abuse to several other things, you know, and it just broke me down. And I'm strong now. I'm strong online. I'm strong with my family. I'm strong-minded, but walking out into the public, I still freak out. So this is really wearing on me. June 1st is just this Wednesday, and I feel like I'm not representing myself very well by doing it via phone. I feel like you should be there to represent yourself well.
Right. I wish there was a way I could go and help you.
And get this. When I bought the items, she had sold 652 items. You know what she sold as of today? 1,838 items. Over 1,000 items. So you tell me how her business is hurt.
Right.
Sounds like a troll.
Right. She knows that people ain't gonna come. She's counting on the fact that people won't come to Minnesota to fight it, and so she wins her cases because the person don't show up.
Her charge against me alleges willful and malice conduct on part of the debtor defendant.
Hey,
and showed no proof of damage.
Hey, Becky, WeTree is asking in chat, what's this about? Go ahead and run it through us one more time again.
Hi, it's Becky. This is about an eBay horse training DVD set that I bought, 3 DVDs in it, and when I received it, one of the DVDs was warped, but I didn't know that until after I'd opened it. Once I'd opened up the package, the seller refused to return it because the package was opened. So we opened up a dispute, which went into a case, and PayPal and eBay both sided with me and refunded money back. She did not like that, and she also demanded me to change I left her a negative feedback for it. She says that stated that ruined her business and made her lose income. This was back in May of 2009, and it's still going on. And now I got subpoenaed 3 weeks ago from the Sheriff's Department stating that I have to be in Minnesota on June 1st or I will be in contempt of court because I didn't fill out a financial disclosure for her to collect the money on me. The judge, I received paperwork and filled out all paperwork all the way up until 2012, and this happened in 2009 again. And then when I filed bankruptcy in 2011, 2012, they put the case on what they called hold. I think they did that because they wanted to wait until the bankruptcy period time was over so that they could act on me again. But when they reopened it, I wasn't notified. And I just found out this year in 2016 that in 2013 they had a trial, and they found on the plaintiff's behalf and awarded her $5,000 over this $35 horse training DVD. And that was in 2013, and I just found out in February of this year that there was even a trial in 2013. I have no further paperwork from 2012 on. Nothing sent to me, period. No trial hearing, nothing. I didn't even, like, I'd really miss out on a trial after I filled out all this other paperwork. So now she's attempting to collect the debt, or I'm in contempt of court if I don't show up, and she's attempting to put a lien onto my home.
That's not right. Man.
You know, we even thought about offering her a settlement to get this over with, because she, no offense, this can't be about the money. Because eBay and PayPal have stated she's lost no money. Her records, if you look on eBay right now, there's proof that she's lost no money and she's still going strong. This is about vengeance for some reason. And I don't know why. Just
maybe I should go buy a DVD and put a negative comment. It takes me to court. It's only an hour drive.
Glenn, I wish I would have known you, because I know nobody. And what I found out is I can't use an Ohio. See, I've never been in trouble or had any. You can't use an Ohio attorney in Minnesota. So here I am trying to find a Minnesota attorney via phone. No word of mouth on who's good, who's not good. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so, I could probably find you a Minnesota attorney. We'll talk privately, and I'll.
Will do. I'd appreciate it.
Shout out to Valley Forge Network. How are you?
Valley Forge wants to know witness interest, eBay and PayPal.
Hey, Valley Forge, I actually want to bring you on into this hangout. I'm going to drop a link in chat.
Hi, Valley.
Is it going to paste?
Oh, I just want to correct. It was, the DVD was not $35. It was $39.99. Just so I make sure I'm saying accurate
information. Does the price really matter at this point?
No, it doesn't. I just don't want to throw out any inaccurate information.
But why is she putting a lien on you, Becky? That's what.
Because she can't collect, because I'm on disability. She's starting to find out she can't take out of my disability check. And I was single at the time, so she can't hold my husband accountable. But the house is in both of our names, so she's finding out that if she puts a lien on the house, if we ever go to sell it, we will have to pay that money back to her before we can sell her home.
Well, maybe I should be an ass and file a lien on your house first, then she can't. Or at least she's got to wait till after I collect, and I don't want to collect, so you won't have to worry about that.
I'll tell you, it's making a big difference, because we've been looking to purchase land to go off grid, and
right,
you know, yeah. I will pay.
My daughter's doing that in Tennessee.
I will pay an attorney just as much as what I owe this woman. I just don't want the money.
I'll find you an attorney. I'll find you a Minnesota attorney. We'll talk about that. Don't worry.
We ain't got long to take care of this. I'm just going to put this out there. Wednesday's the deadline.
Becky, is the lien that's been put on you, sorry for disturbing you there, Toasted, is the lien that's been put on you, is that because there hasn't been a a judgment drawn on it, kind of thing. Because that's not the lien, whatever the lien amounts for on your house. That's not because there's been a final judgment on any claims she's made or that, is it?
Right now, what she's in the process of doing, the lien is actually on my house now. Now the ball is a little bit in my court. She has to come to Ohio or file through Ohio to put a lien onto my house. And because it's a joint property, she is going to have trouble. Because how are they,
Right.
my husband's name's also on this house. And I will at that time find an attorney that deals in joint properties to fight that lien. But I was warned it's going to happen within the next month.
Yeah, I
Well,
think
Wheatree has a good idea. You should countersue.
yeah, if you show up at court, I think there's every chance that maybe get washed away.
Yes, that's what I was hoping. If we can get it washed away here in Ohio, she's kind of at a loss because she can't take into my disability.
Yeah, well, that's true. Whatever your entitlements are, then no man can take your entitlements. But because they're talking that it's actually folk are going to appear in court, because she's made a claim, she's got to support that claim. Just the fact that she said, you done this or you done the other thing, that's not enough just for her to get awarded stuff in court. So now you get to go up to court and you don't really need to defend yourself. It's up to her to prove to these people that what she's saying you done was wrong, and she's got to prove it. The burden of proof falls on the person that makes a claim.
Maybe you could.
Another thing you could do, Becky, call up the court and ask for a continuance or ask for a different court date.
I have already, and they won't do that. They told me I could send in a doctor's letter, so that's what I did, to do a phone conversation, but they wouldn't extend it.
Oh, that's going to be one hell of a phone conversation because it's going live.
It's going live. We are going to rumble.
Well,
Yeah.
They're going to hate you for this, I'm just going to say. It needs to get out about how screwed up the court system is. So
This is Toasted. This is how bad it is. I didn't tell you this part. When I filled out, I've got a whole packet full of paperwork of interrogatories, questions, answers, financial statements that she made me fill out, okay? I did not realize that they were only being sent to her. I have now found out. Yes. I have now found out that when that judgment was made on me in 2013, the judge has seen none of my paperwork. None of my paperworks have been put through the courts. Nobody but her saw them. And, of course, she did not submit them into evidence because it disproves her.
I got this to say. Welcome to Revolution News and Information, where we now cover injustice and justice. See, it's a little bit of a mixed bag in here. You never know what you're going to get. So,
well,
I was blown away that the judge can rule against me and not have an ounce of paperwork or anything on my behalf.
yeah, Becky, I'm to my mind, and I'm not allowed to give out any legal or lawful advice or stuff like that, but to my mind, it sounds as if you might have no made an appearance at a hearing or at a court or something like that, because that's the only way the judgment can get awarded to her. See, they give you 30 days to show up at court and answer, and if you don't show up at court and answer, it's just taken for granted until you go up and question it, that what she's saying is the truth. So that's why the lien's been put on you, but that lien's only been put on you so you can go up and clear the whole matter up, which, of course, you would be willing to do as soon as the next appearance comes up that you need to make, and you tell them in the court, you're ready to go forward and deal with any claim that she's willing to make. If she's willing to make it on that day and date, I think if you go up, you'll probably find she won't show up this time. it'll be her that won't appear, because she's probably doing all this just with paperwork.
Well, the problem is that the case is closed as far as the courts are concerned. Now, that case, they judged against me, and the case was closed shortly after 2013. And I never have made an appearance. I did one phone conversation, so that may be what you're thinking. I did make a phone conversation with them.
Excuse me, Becky, I hate to interrupt, but could you announce yourself again? They're asking who the speaker is. Wheatree is.
Yes, hi.
Yeah, Wheatree wanted to know who the guy was.
Oh, well, let's everybody announce ourselves again. Hi, I'm Toasted.
I'm Corrine.
I'm Becky.
Hi, I'm Hidden from Alt.
I'm Zach.
Hello, everyone, again. Yay. All right, Becky, you got the floor again.
But what they're saying is it was not a default judgment, because I thought maybe it was a default judgment because I didn't get the paperwork and didn't know it. So I thought maybe it was a default judgment and that'd be easier to fix. And I found out, no, it is not a default judgment. The judge actually had a hearing that day and ruled against me, and the case is now closed. So if I want to fight it, I would have to reopen and start all over from the beginning and do a new case, which would cost me $6,000 to $7,000, they said, and no guarantees that I'd win. And then if I'd lose, I'd have to pay her plus for the new case.
Yeah, Becky, but this is how they scare you, Becky. They don't want you to go to court, sweetheart. The last thing they want is you to get that opened again and get somebody to look at it and you to start challenge it. All the threats that they've made against you, like you've no guarantees it will cost you $6,000 and you'll need to pay her. That's the same. That's the same threats that she's facing as well. If she loses as well, if it gets opened up, you can hit her twice as hard as she's hit you. If you get what I mean.
I know exactly what you mean, and I would like to talk to you more in depth too, behind the scenes, if you don't mind.
Yeah, no problem. I'm here for anybody, but it's just for general topic discussion really. It's nothing more than that, Becky. Till we get it in the private at least.
Yes, exactly. But you know, it's against the rules.
I hate to interrupt, but I want to just say one thing. Toast, don't you think Ed and Dave would be a good one to help her with this too? Because I think she might have a criminal complaint against the Minnesota courts. Yeah,
that's why we're going to have her here tomorrow.
Yeah, that's why they don't want her to go to court, because if Becky goes to court and wins, everybody in court all becomes liable then, and she can take liens out on every one of their fucking property, excuse my language, folks, out in every one of their properties. If Becky gets the when Becky gets the win, not if. Excuse me, when Becky wins, not if.
I can say this: we've had enough. She's not getting money. I will pay more to fight it if I have to than to give her. This is utterly ridiculous. It's stupidity, and she's trying to bully me, and she's kind of got me backed into a corner, and now it's either fight or break down, and I'm not going to break down.
Wheatree in chat says, and countersue for pain and suffering and mental anguish.
That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking too. Yeah, it has taken a toll. I mean, I didn't hear nothing for 3 years, and then I just get a letter in the mail saying I owe him $5,000 or I'm in contempt of court. I mean, what the hell, honestly?
Yeah, well,
and I'd sue her in Ohio court and make her come to Ohio.
Yeah, well, that's what I was going to say. I was going to say maybe you should go up to court with a nice letter to give to the judge, and there's a judge on duty every time, because justice never sleeps. If there's no judge on when you're there, demand it, drag him out of his bed if needs be, and give him a nice letter saying, I'm willing to accept this penalty if we can get it looked at again and she can produce a claim and see what works then and see where they go. They'll probably throw it right out because they all become liable. As soon as you get up to court, Becky, if you get it back into court, surrender all your bank details, your driving licence, everything. Just surrender it right over them and get them to do the exact same thing. And then it's every man for themselves. That's the last thing they want, Becky, is every man for themselves in that court. And that's what you've got to get now.
Hey,
So I need to challenge her back.
got another one in chat. Wheatree says, join eBay and PayPal in the suit as well. Basically, if you can get them as a witness.
Yeah, flood them with papers. They think these people are scaring people because there's a lien that could be put on your house if you ever think about selling it away then. But what we don't see is the stuff that they're hiding. They can go to banks and use that lien as some sort of basis to get credit and stuff as well. So you need to shut them down and you put the liens back on them. Just reverse everything round. It's mirror imaging in these courts. So if you can get it, who knows, maybe they'll start owing you some money.
Hey, Tom, what's up?
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hi, Tom.
Hey, Becky.
Hi, Tom.
Talking about getting screwed on eBay.
Thanks, Becky, for your comment earlier. I really appreciate that.
Oh, I only speak the truth, Tom. Every word I say about you guys is the honest truth, and it's how I feel.
That's how I feel too, and being honest is awesome, and just listening to you talk is cool. I've never, I've always been following you, but
I'm in a bit of a pickle here now, but I think I'm going to be visiting Ohio courts and filing myself in Ohio here, it sounds like.
oh wow. What's that about, Becky?
All over a horse training DVD, a 3-pack DVD that I bought back in May of '09 for $39.99. One of them was warped. I opened it, didn't know it, and she wouldn't return it. I left her negative feedback. I won the case through PayPal, eBay. She didn't like that, so she took me to civil court in Minnesota where she lives. I received paperwork all the way up until 2012. 2012. Didn't hear anything after that at all until 2016. I find out there was a trial in 2013, and there was a judgment against me for $5,000 that I owe her now.
Nina has a good question, Becky. You and I got to talk privately, but Nina has a good question in chat. Wonder if she's done this to anyone else, and if what she's doing is running a scam. So when we go to private, I'm gonna have to find out from you, the name and that we're trying to keep off the air, and that I'm gonna look it up in the courts because civil court is a public thing. So I'm gonna look and see if.
Corinne, if you
I'm gonna check. Huh?
If you could, honey, I'd appreciate it because, like I said, I don't think this is her first rodeo.
Right. And if I find out she has, I'm going to try to get a hold of the people that she's done it to so we can do a class action suit against her funky butt. And report it to eBay because I can't imagine eBay wants somebody like that on there.
eBay's not going to tolerate. In fact, you should contact eBay tomorrow or Tuesday, actually. Wow.
Okay.
Everything's going to be closed Monday. You know what? You're getting bent over on this. They nailed you hard. No, do not let this lie.
I just thought it disappeared because I haven't heard anything since 2012. I thought she dropped it, and it said case closed. But they told me it wasn't closed. It was only on hold because of my bankruptcy I filed in 2011. So I thought, I didn't even know that it was still open. And then all of a sudden, I just, wow.
Yeah, I get people calling me about some stuff from like I don't know, 6, 7 years ago. They're trying to say you owe like $189 or something. And I'm like, who in the hell is this? And then they're threatening me, saying that they're going to have me served. And I just hang up the phone, and nothing ever happens because it's all, I don't even know what they're talking about.
But you know why, Tom? Because it costs them, they have to pay for the sheriff to come out and serve you. I found that out when the sheriff come out. He said that the plaintiff had to pay for him to come out there to serve me for mine. So that might be your case with it only being $138. I think it's close to $100 to have the sheriff come out and serve you.
Huh, that's weird because I've had different agencies call me and they say I owe the money, and I'm like, no, I don't. It's bullshit. And then they basically never follow through with it. Like, I think what it is like they pass it off to a different company to try to collect the money, so they like buy the debt or something, and then they want to come out and try to collect $138 or whatever and threaten you, so that they threaten you into paying.
Have you ran a credit report?
Yeah, there's nothing there. So
well, then
these are like, I think it's fraudulent companies that are buying your information, and then they're like trying to collect on stupid, I don't even understand it. I was like, wow. And then they threatened to have me served, and I told them go ahead, because that was like 8 years ago what they were trying to talk about.
Yeah, after 7 years, Tom, all debts get wiped anyway, and nobody can come to your doors looking for debts. After credit card companies and the likes, after 7 years, they kind of get dissolved in the water, kind of thing. But these people know what they're doing. It's people that are incapacitated, or people that don't really know the system and stuff like that. These are the people that are finding, these are the type of people that are operating out in the waters out there. They find it all the time. But the gist of what you're saying there, Tom, was there's no contract between you and the people that are saying they're there to enforce the debt that's meant to be collecting, no, and they've bought the debt. So if they've bought the debt from another company, it's no Tom's debt anymore, it's their debt. They paid for it, they own it.
Yeah. So where are you from there? I don't know your name.
I'm Stephen. I'm from Scotland. I'm from Glasgow in Scotland.
Okay. So they do that to you over there too?
Oh yeah. I mean, I've been, me and Zach have been chatting for a couple of months now. So I've been saying to him a lot of stuff that's happening in America just now. It's been here for years and years. What you're talking about, debt collecting agencies and stuff coming to arrest wages and stuff like that. The benefits, like with Social Security and stuff, it's always the ones that are invalidated and on sickness benefits. It's these people that keep getting attacked.
Right.
Can I ship you over to Ohio?
What did you say, Becky?
I wanted to know if I could ship Hidden over to Ohio for some help.
Yeah, but basically, Tom, if anybody comes to your door looking for any debt money, just ask them for the contract that says you owe the debt, the original contract, and they won't be able to provide that, of course, because banks and Social Securities and all these official places, they just deal with agreements. They don't deal with contracts. So if there's no contract and they say they bought the debt, you congratulate them and say, well done, you now own that debt, and just shut the door or hang up the phone and let them deal with it.
Yeah, that's what I did. They tried to threaten me, and I just told them to go screw themselves, and nothing's happened. And I've had multiple agencies contact me and tell me that if you don't comply and don't pay, which I don't even understand. I didn't owe any money anyway, so I don't know what the deal is with that. But they threatened me, and then I was like, yep, do whatever you have to do, and nothing's ever happened because I know it's bogus. Can you hear me, Burr?
I think we got an update.
Yeah, we got you.
Yeah, we got
Yeah,
an
what?
update.
There's like
On what?
feedback. Toasted.
Hang on. I'm getting it.
It's like replaying here. There you go.
I'm in the process of trying to send this over to Corrine real quick. It's a letter to Sheriff Ward by somebody.
Okay, I'm over here waiting.
All right. I'm getting it.
Y'all gotta listen to me read again. Ha ha.
This was 14
Okay.
hours ago. There you go.
Alrighty.
This was by this was shared publicly by BJ Soper on Facebook. Take it away.
Sheriff Ward,